Hello everyone, how is everyone doing? I hope everyone is well. I am going to do a longer video, a nice calm relaxing planner video. Actually what I was doing is I was doing a bunch of stuff and then I realized, you know what, like maybe you guys want to see what I'm doing. So I got a certain way, like a certain part of what I was doing, and then I thought, why don't I just turn on the camera, because my daughter will be showing up again tomorrow and I'm not tired, so I thought I would be tired. I'm not tired. So and then one of my tape rollers, if I could fish it out and show you guys, I thought it was like empty. And I thought it was it's a replaceable one. Okay, come here. I got it in the garbage. I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to it as if it's got a, look at this, like, mess. So, and there was still a whole bunch of, and I've wrecked it. So this one has a yellow replacement thing in it. And these are the AdTech glue tape runners. You know, I have one of those big ones and I'm not successful using it. So the reason I have that is because I decided to switch the Hobo Cousin back into the Alatoni from the other case and put, it's sticky, and put this one, which is the Avec, the first part. Oh God, I'm stuck on it. Sorry guys. So yeah, I'm doing a dance with the covers. I'm not feeling this now again. And that's just typical of me. I've been dancing all over the place because it's that time of the year, I think, where I want to play, but that should have been somewhere. My grandson made that, so it belongs in one of these. There we go. So, oh look, it actually even matches. Okay. So I was looking at the cover, and the reason I thought I'd turn on the camera is because I don't like that anymore. Huh? Which is typical, and I don't think that sticker comes up. Probably not. So I'm laying down this vellum that Laura gave me. No, this is from Oaky Plants, but Laura had given me some vellum that I was going through as well. That's why I'm thinking of it. So I've put some sticky on here already, and hopefully it's enough just to put it on here even temporarily. Sometimes I overdo my covers and then they get too overdone. And I don't like it. I want simple again. So I need some washi or something for that side, but I'm going to leave it, I think. Let's see how it looks. The back needs another one. And I do have a question from Crafty Planner Wife that I will answer about vellum. So if you're out there, I don't know your first name, I'm so sorry. But she asked me in the comments about where I got some vellum from. So I dug it out, and I'm just trying to see now if I have another one for the back cover, because I was playing with this one, which in my last video, I think, yeah, I said I'd show you this other A5 I have, and it's an A5 wide actually. And so I was just punching vellum in this one as well. And that's from Laura. This is from Oki Plans. Maybe I can take this one and put it on the back. Maybe I will. So I removed a lot of stuff, but this starts in December. But I started doing this one in 2023. So again, that's from Laura. That was from Laura. So I might make this like a December daily. I don't know. We'll see. And then I've got like these are from IKEA. And I trimmed them down a little bit. They would have fit before I trimmed them down, but I was thinking of doing something else with them. But I didn't do that. So, and then of course, the pen loop is right there, and I had a pin in here, this one, but it had a pen loop already here, and these bottom ones I got, I'm not sure. I think these were a gift when I got a cover from a company. But which company? I don't know. So I apologize, you guys. Like if you ask me, I won't know. This heart here was from old jewelry as a dangly. I just took some jewelry and made a little charm at the bottom. 2 hearts to represent me and my family, and then some. It's kind of funny because like when I was very young, I was raised Catholic, so I'm not Catholic, but not that it matters, it doesn't matter, but I still have the hearts, you know, to represent, you know, how you start out with love with a small heart, and your love just grows and grows and grows. And anyway, so all that to say, I had this one in there as well. And I thought, well, what if I put this one with this barreled unique MG 0.7 millimeter multi-barreled pen. And I used to know what they were called, and it'll probably come to me, but this one here is just set up also for, like I said, just Christmas. And I really like pink and gray, so that's why it's like that. And that was the one I wanted to show you in last video, but my daughter showed up and you heard her, and I want to be present when my kids are around, and especially when we have a job to do. So anyway, yeah. Okay, so I like that better. Now I wonder how this vellum would look here. So if I trimmed those off, I'd still have the pictures in the back, but I'd have, yeah, I think I'll do that. I'd still have enough to cover it. I gotta learn to finish my sentences, you guys. Please forgive me for that. I don't know often that I do that. Sometimes I catch myself, sometimes later. It's a really common trait with having ADHD, severe ADHD, and I do. And it's only gotten worse, and yada, yada, yada. Just makes me special. Oh, so special. I'm so special. Did you guys get your coffees or your teas? We have a weather warning, which is probably a good idea, and it's probably the reason why I can't sleep. I've been conditioned and trained my whole life to be on guard. Yeah, I think I'll turn it over and do that, and then just use washi. Okay, let's see if I can do that properly. So our weather warning is there's a storm coming, and near the shoreline, they're saying to watch for flooding. And we have water like all around us, you guys. So, I don't think it'll be a big problem, but you never know, right? Like, you can't tell with the weather. So I don't know. So let's, if you're praying, people, please pray. And if you're not, can you just hold me in your heart? And I do this with everybody as well. Like, just so that people are safe around me, and if anything happens, that my skills can kick in and I can help in a way that I've been trained to help. Skills that I've spent a lifetime essentially being trained to do, being in first aid and search and rescue, and light search and rescue, LUSAR. That's what I was. I was light search and rescue in the forces, and I got that position because I was in search and rescue before the forces. That was interesting training. Okay, I need to get some washi tape here, and I didn't think to do that. So I have this massive jar of washi tape over here, and I've not sorted it. So please excuse me while I just try to grab something simple. I think that looks okay. Actually, I would like something maybe colorful or pink or something. I'm just sorry, you guys. It won't be long. Just grabbing up a few washi tapes out of this huge, massive container. I really need to sort them. I don't know, do I like that one? Or that one? I started to watch Marcia's video from Mom Needs a Clone. And Marcia, if you're watching, I'll tag you. And then I thought, gosh, if I don't get this video out, you know. Yeah, so I use one of those, I think. Although, I don't know. Okay, I got quite a few now. So, let's see. I need to put something here. And then I have to put like regular tape over it. I like this because it has the words on it. So thank you guys for like watching, and especially to those that are commenting and liking. I really appreciate that. It says change is beautiful. And change can be scary though. Sometimes we don't know what to do when things are changing, but no, at the end of the day, change is a beautiful thing. So I do believe in that. Okay, now, all that up there. Where is my tape? I've put a lot of things like in piles again on this desktop, which is not smart because I fear an avalanche, which is already beginning. Yeah, I still can't find my tape. What did I do with it? Must have run away from home. I have this one. There we go. There we go. Okay. I dug out some, like, Christmas stuff, too. I do have a Christmas box, or December, anyway. And then I broke down and placed an order for Filofax paper. And Filofax is like the creme de la creme of price on Amazon. I was surprised, but I really like the quality of it. So I thought, you know, like, it was only $5 more, right? And it's funny because I was watching a short, and in that short, the woman, she's married, so she's a young wife, and she sent her husband to get paper plates and paper towels. And he comes back with Dixie. So I guess they're in the States. I'm in Canada. And so he comes back with 3 44 packs of Dixie plates, paper plates, and 2 rolls of Bounty, and spent $25. And she was having a cow. Like, that was it. And she says, what do you think we are, like, living on? Like, you think we're rich? Like, what? And he was, like, counter-arguing with her. And he won the battle because at the end of it all, first of all, he says, look, if we're buying paper, come on, hello. Like, you didn't say what kind. And she was like, well, I can get 100 for $3.50 at the Dollar Tree. And he said, look, I was in a rush, so I just went and got the paper plates, okay? And he says, and then she said, and Bounty, I can't even, she says, I can't even. And he said, why? And she says, because it's expensive. And she says, I get the no name from the Dollar Tree. And he said, yeah, but that stuff doesn't pick anything up. Like, it's just doesn't work. And she just shakes her head, and she starts to say something and about, you know, the money part again. And he says, look, he says, what can I say? She said, but like these Dixie plates are like the China of paper plates. Okay? Like, he says, look, what can I say? I have good taste. I married you. And she looks at him like, okay, I'll give it to you. I thought, like, that was a good play on his part. I really do. Yeah, I can get sucked into those shorts sometimes, especially the animal ones where they're sleeping in weird places. Now, these things seem to need something, but if I start, you guys know I won't stop. That's a really big problem I have. However, let's see if I can close this. No. I should have done it this way, because look at that. It's like a potato or something that exploded in the microwave. Okay, so let's try this again. And remember, spines need room to breathe. Okay. Let's see how we're going to do this. Thank God I'm not a perfectionist. Nope. The weird thing is I get these tendencies where, I don't know, I could have one part of my house a complete disaster, but suddenly I have to clean the medicine cabinet in the bathroom, or I have to, like, clean out a junk drawer or something, or like a jewelry box, and I ignore everything else because, like, that's my fixation for the moment. And yep, special. Oh, so special. I'm a little higher energy right now, probably because I've been going all day, but also, like, I slept. I don't know if you watched my last video, but like, I never get that much sleep, so I think I'm good for like 3 days, honestly. I know that sounds weird to most people, but I do not sleep like more than 3 hours unless there's something super duper wrong, like sick-wise. And I've already considered, if you're out there and you're like rooting for the like opposition team saying, well, Mel, maybe you are sick, like just in a different way. Listen, I've considered that avenue, and it's perfectly fine with me. Nothing you could think or say, I haven't already done, so it's okay. Because I've learned to laugh at life, and I think that's the best medicine ever. And also, like, I'm pretty sure I left out some people, like my friend Maria. She's got a channel. I should write that down while I'm thinking about it. For shout outs, Maria. And man. Oh, who I was thinking of too was Mitz from My Life Mitz. When I was painting, she lived in Canada, and then her and her husband moved to Japan. They've been there like 12 years. Man, I've been watching YouTube a long time. But it's really odd because, like, back then, 12 years ago, I just wasn't addicted to my phone like I am now. Let's see if I've got anything in this little sticker bag. Look at that little packaging, like, so cute. A little button in there. That would be cute. Like I said, anything goes in this video. I'm still fighting a cold. I noticed that Marcia had a cold and was down for the count. If you're watching, Marcia, I'm so sorry. And Monique is sick. And, like, if you guys are all sick with colds, man, I'm so sorry. It's nasty. I've been living off of, like, cold and flu. Like, because I don't like to have drippy noses and stuff like that. And let's see. That's kind of cute. What does that say? Living a dream? Okay. It's one of these, like, ephemera pieces. Okay. That's good, right? Doesn't need anything more on the back. One more cup, yeah. Looks like the little squirrel that came down on my shoulder. Okay, maybe I'll use that. Okay. These are also, I think, Mama Lay's stickers. Or no, they're Debbie and Chelsea's. And I can't think of their shop name, but you guys all know, right? Yeah, that's when you could buy them at Michael's. And kind of miss those days. Now I go into Michael's. Well, I don't even go in there anymore because they don't have anything anymore. Like, all the sellers have pulled out. And you have to go directly to them now. So for me, if I don't live in the same place, then it's not very easy. So, okay. So you guys haven't seen this in a while. Just do a bit of a flip. Let's see what you guys are seeing. And I thought maybe I'd come back and do a daily because I haven't. Usually when I'm focused on one book, I tend to not do other books like as thoroughly as I want to. So I'm just like organizing some stuff here off to the side. Sorry, you guys. Little things I found today while I was puttering around. I'll put that there. Like I found these, I had some day timers and I had a lot of these like rulers and I thought they'd be good for the Hobonichi instead of like that one. So before I go into that, this came out of a book, and I wonder if I should put these stickers in here too. Let's see. I have these vellums still too. I'm all over the place, you guys. But that's just my mind for you. Chaotic. But calm. Super chill. So here is the other day timer ruler. And stickers. So, like, here I am holding all of this stuff because, like, I kind of, this is what I do. I kind of get distracted. It's okay. I'll figure it out. Welcome to ADHD, guys. This is literally my life. And you would have laughed at me today. Like, I was laughing at me today. I went upstairs to take the clothes out of the washer and put it in the dryer. I must have done that 4 times. Every time I did that, I'd forget. Until finally I had to come down, write a sticky note, and hold the sticky note when I went upstairs. Welcome to ADHD. And like I was telling my daughter that an ADHDer has a chronic soundtrack in their head all the time because it's like having 12 or 15 different thoughts going on at the same time. So it's not just one gerbil running in the wheel. It's like that one gerbil is doing a whole body workout while doing household chores, like it just doesn't. That's why ADHDers are really good at multitasking. You know, if they have an assigned task to do, they'll zero in on that task, get it done, move to the next, get it done, move to the next, get it done. And that's the H of, right? So it's, yeah. So while I'm looking at this, what I was going to do is change this because I took the 4 off. Well, it was a 3/4. Which was my word of the year, which was journey. But you know what? I just left that on because to take it all off, like, I didn't really want to bother. So, Twilight Journey. And the reason I've got Twilight Journey on here is because my life is a journey. And Twilight because while people sleep, I stay awake. There's 24 time zones in the world. And I'm up when people sleep in this time zone. And it's just how it is. it made me a good fit for my job when I had it in the forces. Because people who didn't like the night shifts at all, and there was a lot, would always come up and say, even though I was the vittler. So the vittler is the person who deals with the food. Okay, that was one job at one point of my career. Okay, so like I was in my job, like in the forces for a while, guys. So that was just, I was a vittler for 2 years. And when I was a vittler, and a vittler is a British term that means a person who orders in all the food. And I was the only person on the ship that had 2 bosses, basically, like 2 direct bosses. I had the chief cook and the chief of supply, and I was a supply tech with the vittler's job. And it was a really intense job. Like, you had pollies of milk that weighed, oh God, like I'll say it in kilos. It was probably 17 kilos, 17 and a half kilos of a poly of milk. And we'd get in 20 of them at a shot and stack them. And then, like, I'll never forget, Fridays were egg days, and the commander would let the ship off early, because if you think, like, when you sail, sometimes you'd go out for 59 days before you'd hit a port. So there was a lot of overtime put in. And so when there was an opportunity on a Friday, everybody went. Now, being I was some supply, I didn't want to keep back my fellow supply techs. So I'd tell my chiefs, don't worry about it, I'll deal with the eggs. So Farmer Ben would come, because on the island here, that's who our, that's where we'd buy the eggs from. Like, he'd come at like 4:30 on a Friday with our eggs, and I wouldn't be off the ship until like probably 7. And often I just took that as a duty day because I was there anyway. So all of that for this, you guys. Like, see how I get sidetracked? Like, my goodness. Story time with Mel. That's what I should change my YouTube channel to. Story time. Maybe I should just, like, I don't know. Forget the journals. Like, you should come on here and just read. I've had people say you should just, like, way before. I've had people that said, you know, Mel, like, your voice makes me want to go to sleep. And so, like, when I'm monotone. So I had one woman that said to me in a comment that her son, her young son, always asked for the quiet lady. I was called the quiet, which is ironic. Ironic, because I wasn't always known like that. So I'm just giving you a flip of this book now. So I love interactive books, you guys, as you know. So I stopped in September 21st of putting hearts and stuff down. Just too bad. Trying. Go camping, go to the movies, collect seashells, visit the library, have breakfast in bed. My kind of people. Kind people are my kind of people. And then this was the word of the day, which it would be a gravy day. Is it the 5th? Yeah, gravy. Like, I don't know. I wasn't really thinking when I wrote these words down, you guys. These all came out of a word search. Yeah. So I might just paper over that. So these monthlies I did color in with Tombows, I think. and stickers. This book most definitely is very different from my past books. Oh guys, I gotta turn the heat down. Excuse me a second. I think my daughter turned it up. She forgets that my place does not get any sunlight until the late afternoons, and needless to say, how long have we been going on for? Sorry, I'm shaking the table. 36 minutes. This one, I should put something on this. I wonder if I have anything. These are Alice in Wonderland. Now these vellums I purchased, this was a whole sheet, and cut them up. And there was a gentleman in Canada here that was trying to make it go to earn some money. And he was clearance stock. Him and his wife had bought a place in Calcutta, India? Something like that. Anyway, he had some left over, and I only knew that because I went back and forth with him, and he had, I wanted 10 or something, and he said he had 6 sheets left, and that if I bought the 6 sheets, he'd literally sell them to me for $3 for those extra 6, because he just wanted to close up shop. And I was like, yep, okay, and this was one of them. So now let's see. That one would probably look good there. Anytime I do research, that takes me down a bit of a interesting road. These are pretty much the same, just looking in different directions. No, I think I definitely okay. That's why I like these books. They're just, you can go back to them. At any time I play with my older books. I haul them out sometimes and I'm like, oh, this could use that. So I do that. Now, I just want to use clear tape. So I have, between my daughter and I, she was out in the garage. And I'm not kidding you guys when I tell you I had thousands of books out there. I used to be a prolific reader. And I'm getting rid of them. And I wanted my daughter to do it for me. I went through it, and some of them have such an emotional attachment because, you know how some people relate music to memories? I relate books to memories, right? So I knew that I wouldn't read certain books again. So, the books that I used in school, for example, I've done that. Got the notes it's in my head. I don't have a photographic memory, but they're there. So, anyway, moving on from this page. So she went out and I think she's got like 6 boxes of books to go. I have 2 inside here of books, learning books, how to draw, how to this, how to that, you know. And then she went up to my room and I said, okay, you know what clothes I wear? Go ahead. So she did. Boom. So that was 2 garbage bags. Now, guys, I have camping clothes and I have like casual clothes like this, like slouchy clothes, and I have a very small amount of what I'd call casual dressy clothes. I'm not sure of the term. And now I think I've got 3 dresses left. And that's it. I used to have like in-person meetings all the time, but now you can like have meetings on the phone and for a job, and they're just seeing you from the waist up. So you could literally be, you know, in shorts. They wouldn't know. So as long as you had a dressy top, I still like this page the best, but off topic. Didn't do much on that week, or that week, or that week, or that week. Didn't like that one at all. We're here. So maybe I'll fill it in because I canceled these. Let's try out this Funisuki pen. I really have to label. So books, clothes, jewelry box. Oh, and I did find another Coach purse for Grace, so I'm going to phone her on that. I'm just going to give it to her. She's a sweet girl. Books, clothes, jewelry. Actually, my daughter found it. Bathroom. Towels, etc. I've already done this. Like, I don't need so many. Like, I don't need to have like 8 towels for one person. It's ridiculous. And what else would I wanted to do? Oh, I've got to look at my M kits. Extras I don't need. The emergency kits are a funny business because like it's survival gear, like necessities. So you can't really like, my daughter said I should just put it together and sell it on, you know, the marketplace, because to donate it is ridiculous. I was hoping to give that fella Chris a bag, but yeah. Plan, let's see, rings, A5 size. Somebody was mentioning that they wondered if I would enjoy A5 size, and so far I haven't been able to stick with A5, so we'll see. I do have a B6 and haven't used that one, but personal, basically the Moterm Personal, my secretary, that's the one that's really stuck with me, and that's this one here. So it's quite a difference to go from this size of a book. Again, here's a heart. To the A5, but I'm going to try it. I mean, I won't know until I give it a fair and just try. And then this is Hobo Cousin Avec. And do weeks, dailies, and I don't have to fill that all in. Monday. The only thing I really did on Monday I had an appointment. I did have an appointment at noon. And then canceled, which I rarely do. In fact, I never do. And then this one I canceled, and I have to think about Thursdays. And okay, so then I did okay, and then from here from there. Like I said, it's a calm video, so if I'm quiet, you guys, I hope that you just put music on in the background and maybe know that I'm here and plan with me. I hope you have your coffee, and I hope I'm not slurping when I drink, because I think that's nasty. So she was kind of feeling like Monique says, you know, MEH. She was feeling a little deflated. So we cut it a bit short and went to the Dollarama. She wanted to pick up something. And I got 2 boxes of tissue. I didn't even go in. I told her, I gave her the money and said, so, and that was like $3. And I gave her a $5 bill and said, I don't want the 2, you keep it. So then tomorrow, it's going to be more of the same thing. She's arriving 10 to, I think this is like 5, right? 1,700 hours. So, more work to declutter, deep clean. I need light bulbs. The lights I've got above where I'm filming right now, they're super bright, and I like a calmer bright. So I got these ones. What are these ones called? Soft white. instead of the bright lights because, man, they hurt my eyes. So, but I've got funny, like a funny, how does it look? Let's see, let me draw it. The light bulb thing is like, here's the bulbs. There's like 3 bulbs inside, and then, oh God, that looks bad, doesn't it? Okay, forget that. Like, I'm not drawing that. Sorry, you guys. Like, I can't put that there. So I'll just draw the undercarriage. So the light bulbs are inside, okay? And it has like this round thing, but then there's these funny clips that hook in 4 different things, and you got to pull them apart and grab this thing and pray it doesn't smash down to the table. So neither of us were willing to do it yesterday. So now I'm gonna take that off of there. I really was thinking of going camping this weekend, out just to a local campsite instead of like, I never, sorry, pardon me, not never. I don't like using those definitive words, but I rarely go to a campground to pay money because it's super expensive for what you get. You got to buy the wood, blah, 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 blah. But I'm thinking I want a campfire. I want, you know, to be close in range, in a safe, secured place. But the only thing I don't like is that campgrounds lock the gates at a certain time. So nobody else comes in. But if nobody can come in, then you can't go out. And if there's an emergency, you're locked in. So I don't know. Is it worth it? So it was 10 to 5 p.m. And then I'm going to just write, here was 10 to 2:30 p.m. Basically, 4.5 hours she worked. Now, I value my children's time, so they do get paid, but like I'm pretty firm that I wanted X amount of time because I've already paid her. So here is 7 hours here and 4.5 here, which is 11.5. And like I pay her really well. So, but it helps her, right? Because nowadays it's like they almost need 2 jobs to exist. I try to help all my kids if they need it. So on Thursday, I'm going to say appointment, 1 p.m. Going. And it really is depending on my mood, my weather, all sorts of things. Let's put green up here. And these colors aren't really the greatest, but so that's, yeah, that's pretty much it. A light bulb. Dining room. And then I want to put living room. Vacuum. These carpets need to be cleaned. Okay, so yeah, I haven't done, like, I don't really like how these ones are all done, so I might jazz them up because I love that color. So anyway, let's move forward and get a daily done here. This one is like dying to have me trace out pictures. This is when I was doing word of the day. punch straight up. How come? So I try different things. Obviously, that's me drawing the family. Trying a lot of different, like, keeping that, these were from Malay? I'm not sure. I will get to your question, actually. Crafty Planner Wife. The papers were from Sweet Freckle Design. Okay, let me show you before I forget, because I know I probably will. So these are the kinds of sheets from Sweet Freckle Designs, and I discovered them through Taylor from Mama of More Plans. I'll link her below. And it's an Etsy shop. Okay, so Sweet Freckled, F-R-E-C-K-L-E-D Designs. Sweet Freckled Designs. Okay, so I haven't even opened these. Maybe I have. They're really cute though. And next year I'm going cutesy, so this'll, I've been building up a stockpile for next year for a while. So I got this, the bees. Isn't that cute? Kind of really want to put it in my book now, but I'm not going to. These are cute. So I ordered as many as suited. So that would be like, to me, that's August, September. And there's like 2. This is like early months. This is like winter, December, January, right? And then that's fall. So I'm still, and then I was going to say, let me finish the sentence now. You gotta, like, I gotta get on the ball with finishing my sentences. It's terrible. I hear myself do it too. Sorry if I'm whacking the table around. I don't even know how long I've been going, and if I check, might be a longer video, you guys. I don't know. Some people really like long videos. Like, I like sometimes compilation videos where I can go in. There's a couple of like shows that I'll watch, like on like meals that our grandmothers used to make in the 50s, and they're compilations. Yeah, so it's almost an hour, but that's all right. So then these ones are probably my oldest ones, and these are from the Planner Society or something lime. I can't remember, but they're old, and I got a whole whack of them off of eBay from a seller. And these are from that gentleman I was telling you about. And then I kept like the acetate bits, right? Because they're like, I can put little bits and pieces in. I've been dying to use this one, but I don't. Like, the theme of that, actually, I know where I'm going to use that. I definitely know where I'm going to use that. I've been wondering where I was going to use it for a long time. Sometimes, like, I go through cognitive dissonance. And if you don't know what that is, it's when you do research on something and you're literally, your brain is shocked into stunned silence because you had no idea. I'll give you an example, and maybe you guys don't want to hear this. And I do not place judgment on whether you use this or not, okay? Because that's not my job. My job is not to do that. So please, 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 please. I was just looking to set it up, and my daughter told me today. I wanted, because Monique has Chat GPT, and she calls it Chad. So I said to her, honey, set that up for me. And she said, Mom, do you realize that they go through 10,000 gallons of water an hour? I said, what? And she said, yeah, an hour. I said, what, in a country? And she said, no, in like a state, one state. I was like, huh? So I haven't confirmed this, guys. I haven't done my own digging. It's just when she told me that, I was shocked. Because Olivia's like, she's a big researcher too. And I was like, oh. She says, but the AI on the Google command is not the same. I was like, okay. So that's just one example of when my brain gets shocked into this cognitive dissonance. Like, I'm like, oh my God. But yet, like, it's been used for a very long time. A very long time. By a whole lot of people. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And it was another thing too, when I discovered all the toxins that were in my tap water. It was just like, what? You know, like I have a tap water tester, and I was shocked. Like, just shocked. However, life goes on. Let's talk about cutesy sweet stuff, not reality harsh stuff. Okay, so these are from, some of them are from Happy Scrappy, and then other ones were from Planner Monkey Co. No, these are definitely from Sweet Freckle Design. So, yeah, those are Sweet Freckle Design. And then these are Mama Lay's from Little Bits Box. And then these ones here, that's from Happy Scrappy. That's a really thick set. And this was an eBay find too. I didn't go to them because I don't even think they have a store now. Didn't realize that was papers. Yeah, so I kind of get papers from like all over the place, but for the most part, the reason I do is because I forget what I have. And then I order too much. So, and that's truly what happens. I'll be like looking for something. Like if you watch my last video, I lost stickers for months. And I remember searching for them forever and a day. And couldn't find them, and then suddenly I find them in a binder. And it's funny because Monique also told me that I'd find certain things in a binder, and you know, because that's what we do. We put stickers in various books, right? Okay, let's look at this one. So is this one Happy Scrappy? So I guess I did go directly to them. So yeah, Happy Scrappy is right here. And I think I ordered up every single one of the papers they had. Aren't they cute? God, I had them. And the reason I did that is because I'm in Canada and these guys are down where you guys are in the States. And I say you guys because 97% of people who watch me, or is it 92%? One of the two are it might be in the middle of that, you guys. Don't quote me. I don't know. But the majority, let's just say the majority of people who watch me are from the States. So I think this one's going to go in, yeah, you'll see. You'll see, you guys. So I'm going to clear that off right now. And let's get to the daily. Or maybe I'll stop it, upload it after I do this like flip. And then carry on with another one. Once I find the page. I put all sorts of stuff in here, you guys. Like, where are we now? Here's October. I think October is absolutely blank. Not really. Did a couple of things in here. I really don't like the scary, spooky vibe. Yeah, that's when I tried to match the paint up. So yeah, here we are in November. And I liked how I did this with stickers and made it cute like that. So, okay. So there's the 5th, 4th, and 5th. So I think I'll end this video now, and I'll come back and do that, because otherwise it takes forever to upload. And then you'll have 2 videos to watch if you want to, or not if you don't. So at least I did change the cover. That seems to be okay. I will put it back in the case just for show, but I'll rip it right back out in a minute. Like when I come back on. Let's get her in there. And this is the brown Alatone case from Hobonichi. You could answer a question. And I still haven't done like my rings. I was going to decorate my rings too. So I don't know. I might like, what time is it? 4:22. I don't know. I might do like 2 videos back to back. Because like I'm wide awake. And it's only 4:22 in the morning. So remember, folks, we are all perfectly imperfect. You are loved, needed, wanted, far, far more than you will ever know. Please take care of yourself. I hope you return to watch the next video. Please leave a comment. Don't forget to like it if you like this content. It lets me know if you like this kind of content or not, if I'm on the right track or not. I enjoy making videos, but I do it for me mainly. If I didn't like doing it, I wouldn't do it. So, but it is always nice to know if you guys like it too. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see a lot of you are out there, but granted, an hour is a long time to watch a video. That being said, I will let you all go, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.